And the way Deebo plays especially, I mean, he plays physical football. Like this is not a 12-year career. So let's start with that premise. I don't know your background. What does money mean to you? Is it important? Did you ever have it? You know, I don't know those dynamics. And also, I said this last week, if I'm a receiver, I'm going to mostly take the money. Like Tyreek Hill, go take the money, okay? I get it. Quarterbacks and coaches' legacies are really connected to winning Super Bowls and championships. But I do think we also have situations where a coach can elevate you. I mean, Sean Payton took Drew Brees from a nobody to a Hall of Famer. I mean, Drew Brees, the Dolphins doctors can't play here. He's a Hall of Famer now. He's making, $10, $20 million a year, being an announcer or whatever. Mahomes, what if he ends up with a defensive coach? Look at Jared Goff's career with Jeff Fisher, then Sean McVay. I mean, look at that contract. He was going to be out of the league, and then he got a $1 zillion contract. So there are situations where a coach is a really good fit for you. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's ability to turn 6-round running backs into stars, there you go. And we also know Belichick has a history of finding these odd parts that don't work anywhere else, and they work on his defense. So you have to weigh all this stuff. What does money mean to me? What's my style of play? Like, here's where Deebo Samuel, I think, understands this. Dude, I've been hurt. I am physical. This offense leans into my physicality, not away from it. I got to get money. Kyler Murray. I've been hurting back-to-back years. I'm small. I run around. I'm not really a true pocket guy. I want my money. Like, I get that dynamic. But it has to be considered along with this. I think Deebo's with a perfect football coach. And the Niners have offered him a deal. The Niners are saying, no, we get your value. Here's money. Deebo's like, no, I want more. So this is not the Niners not getting him or not committed to him. They are. Now, there's points. Again, Joe and I talked about this either today or yesterday. If you want to be top of the market like Aaron Rodgers, you got to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to make, like Russell Wilson in Seattle got expensive. Your offensive line's bad. Aaron Rodgers, top of the market, doesn't have a number one receiver. Mahomes, team-friendly deal. Well, they're just signing people left and right. So you Matt Stafford, team-friendly deal. Well, they go out and get Bobby Wagner. They were considering Honey Badger. So these are all decisions. It's very complex. It's not just as easy as to say, what are you doing? He's been beat up. He's missed games. He's very physical. He's not a 15-year career guy, and they lean into his physicality. That offense leans into his physicality. And he probably is sitting there thinking, and I think Kyler Murray's doing the same thing. I'm not a 20-year guy. I am not a 20-year guy. I want my money. And I think in Kyler's case, you pay him. I think you pay Kyler. In Deebo's case, I said this. I lose sleep, but I don't know if I could because George Kittle is also great, and he gets banged up a lot. He's also a wildly physical player. So my two offensive go-to guys are both physical, and they get beat up a lot. The Rams star players don't. Cooper Kupp's not hurt. Stafford's not hurt. Donald's not hurt. Ramsey's not hurt. Bobby Wagner's not hurt. Andrew Whitworth, formerly never hurt. So the division rival, their guys never get hurt. My guy, Garoppolo, got hurt. Kittle got hurt. And I got to pay Deebo a ton, and his style is not going to wear well over time. So I think this is a very complex situation. I don't think it's as easy as saying pay him or don't pay him. I talked to Bill Polian, the Hall of Fame front office guy, a couple of days ago, and he said, I'd pay him, and I'd draft a lot of defense in the draft so I could get really cheap on defense. He goes, this is a guy you lose sleep over. There's not a lot of duplication in the league with Deebo Samuel. But in fairness, the Niners have offered him a contract. They're not lowballing him here, but they probably don't want to pay him top of the market. Now, as Joy and I have said, had they moved off Garoppolo 2 months ago, which I still think they should have, that clears up some money from Deebo. I think they should move off Garoppolo. Listen, if you drafted the wrong guy in Trey Lance, that's a you problem, but you got to find out. You can't be taking snaps from Trey Lance. You can't. I mean, you moved all those picks around to move up in the draft to get him. You got to play him. So I would, if it was up to me, I would consider moving Deebo, but I would see if I could get Garoppolo off the books. I would go, as Bill Polian told me, draft as much defense as you can, get as cheap as you can on defense. You may have to move another defensive lineman, keep Bosa, move everybody else. But it's not easy. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.